Hello everybody, That Runner Matt here, and well, welcome back to the channel. It has been a little bit of radio silence as of recently, and well, first off, the reasons for that are twofold. So the first thing is the camera had finally ridden its last ride. It was no longer it was simply not working when it was out of the case that it was in. Worked perfectly fine whilst it was in there, so I have indeed sent that back off, and I have since received an email, and that is on its way. Not that one specifically, as far as I'm aware. A replacement is on the way back and it should arrive Thursday morning. And so yeah, that's good. Obviously not great for the channel. I missed a couple of park-runs, obviously. I think we haven't had park-run for 3 weeks now, on the channel. Anyway, I have still ran them. There was a pace a week and 2 pretty relatively hard efforts, I believe. A couple of firsts, standard stuff. And we also missed a Woodstock 12 on the channel. I did do a warm-up cool-down vlog bit, because I did that with the camera in the case, so that bit was fine. And yeah, I did have Max's mum who did indeed take me there, so thank you to her for that. She did indeed film the finish as well, so I probably could stitch something together, but one thing at a time. And we also had No Hanny 5, but that was just No Hanny 5. The weather did not make it easy for them to keep it on without posing significant danger to the participants, so they decided to cancel it, which is a bit of a shame, but we have got free entry to next year's race if we do so wish to run it. Now, the second reason we've had no videos on the channel, because as I've said, I've had a lot of the full race vlogs coming out, but full race videos, but not as many of the vlog style videos, where I've added the warm-up and the cool-down in, bit of an intro, the travelling in the car, all the good stuff like that. And I just sort of, it was similar to the video that I posted a few months ago, where I just sort of, lost sort of motivation to get the videos out with, at the moment, little to no fiscal or monetary payback. I haven't got enough subscribers to get money from views. I don't have like a Patreon or any of that stuff, so it might be worth setting one up for starting next year. Sort of a lot of there's always this sort of, I'll do X and Y by Z date, but perhaps something to set up for next year. Now, moving on, Snowdon Marathon is in, checks watch, 4 days. Snowdon Marathon is this Saturday. This is currently Tuesday. Hopefully I will get this up today, because I'm not gonna edit this at all. It's just going to be straight off the cuff, all in one go. And yeah, so Snowdon is in 4 days, and that sort of links back to the camera, because we are planning on leaving on Thursday morning, and I literally got an email and it said due here between 8 and 12 a.m. so 8 a.m. and midday, so hopefully it will get here before we leave, and then I can take it and set it up in Wales, and we will be good to use it. However, and even if I don't get it set up, Keith has kindly offered me his Instago 3S, so a slight upgrade on my current model. He has said I can borrow it for the race, so we should have some content for it, barring it being incredibly windy and the hats that I wear coming off. So and that sort of also rolls into this, where joining the army again. Thought I'd go very thin with the hair. It's not looking particularly cold, looking about 12-13 degrees on race day, and currently 50 to 60% chance of rain on the day, which for Snowdon is probably better than most years. I mean, the first year I did it, it was snowy, it hailed, it rained, it was pretty much everything. And same in 2022 when I went with Kirsty. But yeah, so that is in 4 days. On the second week of the taper now. Had a little bit of an issue with the right hamstring, so I decided to have a massage yesterday. So shout out to James Van Santen for that. He is currently in training, so he is offering free massages. So if you are local and do not know, he is available. So I will send him this video, and I will get him into I'll get people in contact with each other, and he can get some more hours in his logbook. So yeah, I guess we might as well move on to targets for Snowdon, which I probably will do come race day anyway. But I have had sorry, I'm just going to click my shoulder. That's going to sound really awful if it catches it. There was a gentleman last year, Mike Roderick, who I do follow on Strava, who might know me. I can't remember if he follows me back. I'd assume he does. He finished 9th last year. I thought it was 7th. I had a check once on Saturday. I think I had a look, and yeah, he finished 9th last year. So and yeah, essentially his marathon time on the flat and mine are pretty much bang on. So he's my sort of target. Not that he knows it, unless he does see this before race day. I have no target to win. It's the winner last year ran 2:20 like 2 weeks before, and there's Mike Kallenberg who is running, who was if you do recall the Alchester 5k video, he was second, so he was in that front pack of two, him and Marcus Chantry, who disappeared into the distance, and he has actually finished second at Snowdon before, so he certainly knows what he's doing. Top 10 would be my hope, and if I can get under 245, maybe 250 at a stretch, it's sort of the conditions do depend a lot on the finish time at Snowdon, especially in the last 2 miles, especially with everyone wearing the new super shoes with all the bounce in them now. The last 2 miles are very, very steep downhill, and they are off-road as well, so wearing sort of Alpha Fly sort of shoes are, you're going to end up on your ass. It is really as simple as that, and if you don't, you're not running fast enough. So yeah, top 10 would be nice, top 5 would be a surprise, but a welcome one, and just hope that the right hamstring comes through and doesn't blow up, which it didn't at London. It was all good, so we will just have to crack on and see how we get on from there. And I guess I should just mention the Oxon Grand Prix briefly, because it was Abingdon Marathon on Sunday previous, it being a Grand Prix race. There wasn't many of the top contenders running Abingdon Marathon. The first Oxfordshire club runner in was Harrison Reed, so shout out to him. He got his sub 2:38, which he wanted to get in the championship time for London, but I don't think he's done that many Grand Prix races. I think at the first sort of person that's done even a few was John Fennin, so shout out to him for probably getting quite a lot of points. And then also shout out to Matt Kunov, and do not adjust your screens, I am saying these words correctly. He ran Abingdon Marathon in 2:26 on Sunday, and then yesterday he ran 35 miles. That is a correct statement. That is a true statement. He went and did 20 in the morning and 15 in the afternoon, the day after running a 2-hour 26 marathon. Whatever he's eating, I would like quite a lot of it. So yeah, and he actually ran Oxford half the week before in a sub 70-minute time for that as well. So yeah, shout outs to him for winning and for being a complete nutcase in general. Yeah, so I did go and watch. I did film a bit at the start, and then quite a bit for Fod Runner and a few of the other Whitneys and people that I knew. I still need to send those out, and I might patch it together and just stick it on Tinternet to just have there, and then I can get them off my phone. I've got plenty of space on this new one. I don't know if you can tell. It's quite more. It's a bit more. You know, the frames FPS is a lot better. I've got an S21 now. I've had it for a few months. I've recorded a few bits on it. I'm not quite sure which bits I have, but yeah, as you can tell, it's quite. I don't know if this is going to make you feel sick, but it's a lot smoother. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a lot smoother than the old phone. So yeah, I think that's about it. The camera's on its way. Snowdon is soon, and Grand Prix is. Oh, what I was going to say is it is pretty much sewn up on a personal level, unless I have an absolute disaster at Ensham. I mean, it's only, what is it, 3-4 weeks after Snowdon? I can't quite remember how many weeks it is, but all I need is, like, you know, a top 10-ish performance, maybe top 15. You know, if I feel good and I get to defend my title at Ensham, that would be, you know, fantastic. But if I don't, I just finish high enough to retain the Grand Prix. That's what I'll be happy with. And then there's a couple more races after Ensham. So I think there's Snowdon, Ensham. I've got the Chiltern Invitational, which will be happening again. Thanks to Chris for inviting me back. I haven't done any of his races this year. I do apologise to you. I know I said it. I think I said it last year, but I am going to try and get to at least one next year. But yes, he has invited me back as defending champion, which was very kind of him. That is on the 8th of December. And then it'll just be the not junior versus senior, but the Christmas pudding relays, which I probably won't record because it's juniors and it's just a club thing, you know. It's just something to sort of end the year off with, nice and chill, nice bit of fun at the end of the year. So yeah, I think that'll do it. Camera, Snowdon, Grand Prix, joining the army. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm kind of not necessarily stalling for time, but just trying to smoothly enter the outro. So if you did enjoy, please do like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. I will see a few of you at Snowdon, especially some of the Whitney Road runners. And until the next one, trust the process. Bye.